अभी स्टॉक को अगर रिसर्च करना है, यू लाइक डू अ लॉट ऑफ एनालिसिस ऑन स्टॉक्स एट्सेट्रा. So if a young retail investor who's watching this now wants to start his stock market investing journey, तो stocks को analyze करना है, तो कैसे stocks identify करे, पहले कौन से stocks में research करना है वो, and then secondly उसको क्या framework रखना चाहिए कि क्या क्या चीज़ें मैं देखूँ, ये numbers देखने चाहिए, उसके बाद मैं देखूँगा ये stock में invest करना है कि नहीं.
One big, very important thing, and I think all of us do this mistake, is that we go to the stocks. I think never do that. Let stocks come to you. So and when I say let stocks come to you, I say, what are you interested in? So if someone is a biker, maybe their first few investments should be whether they should invest in Royal Enfield, Eicher, or Hero, TVS, Bajaj. Because a CA, an MBA finance, a CFA sitting in his office can never know why Royal Enfield sells. Only a community member who actively joins those rider clubs would know why Royal Enfield sells. So a CA in an office, a CFA in an office would see competition is increasing. Java आ रहा है, Harley Davidson Hero के साथ आ रहा है, Triumph है और कुछ और हैं, competition is heating up. लेकिन जो रॉयल एनफील्ड कम्युनिटी वाला है वो शायद अपने क्लब में बैठ के बोल रहा है मैं तो जिंदगी भर यही लूंगा. So you can read all the news in the world, you can read all the financial statements in the world, but if you are away from the product and why the product sells and the community around the product, you can never make a good decision. So, I think most beginner investors, they find investing to be complex and it doesn't reward them, is because a doctor is trying to pick an IT stock, an IT guy is trying to pick a pharma stock. That shouldn't happen. Whatever your domain expertise is, out of your passion, hobby, profession, job, you should be around that. You should invest in what you know more than the market. So you could be interested in clothes and you would know why a particular brand sells. Someone sitting in the office can't know that. No? The entire cultural phenomena that Nike has created over the last 30 years, only a passionate Nike user would know. It's not something that can be analyzed via spreadsheets or documents. I think if someone is starting stock analysis via platforms like Ticker or spreadsheets or annual reports, I think they'll more or less in most occasions go wrong, because all of these tools should be used to verify your hypothesis, not to create hypothesis. So if I am investing, I stick to white goods, disposable income oriented themes, so things that are being premiumized, things that we'll buy more if our income increases, things like washing machines, ACs, cars, luxury goods, things like that. Or I invest in, stocks related to my industry. So I work closely with brokers, I work with insurance companies, by extension, demat accounts, stock exchanges, credit rating agencies, all of that. I understand, I feel confident that I understand these industries more than an expert sitting in his office but not closely working with these companies. So I stick to my circle of competence. If you ask me about a random stock, there is a 95% chance that probably either I've never heard the name or I know nothing about the company except its broad business. I don't venture out of my comfort zone or my circle of competence. And naturally what happens is that if you are an entrepreneur, your circle of competence expands slightly more every year. You are exposed to newer things. So last 3 years after COVID, I've been traveling and I'm obsessed about hotels. I know hotel companies, like anything, because I'm staying in hotels 20, 30, 40, 50 nights a year. So I think one of the things that I do, and some of the hotel GMs probably now dread me, is I check in, I get friendly with them and I make them sit a couple of hours for discussion around the economics of this hotel. Oh. Why are not there more rooms? Things like that. Why don't you have a bigger banquet? Things like that. So I like doing that. And I was not seeking it, it seeked me. Airlines. So I travel a lot. So coming to your office, it was a 1.5 hour drive, and all I did, and I felt a little fatigued. What am I doing? Is I would look at skyscrapers. I'll check the price of the flat in the building on 99 acres. What's the average selling price per square feet? And then try to figure out why is that. If there is an article on that guy or that building or what went wrong, then go to Google and check out citizen reviews. What are the reviews and how reviews affect prices? Things like that. So naturally, last 2 years, I've built my office. I'm into real estate last 2-3 years. So I know that my real estate capability of understanding it is also going up. And probably naturally it will happen that I'll also invest in real estate stocks. I haven't done substantially real estate stocks, but I know that it will automatically happen. So whatever you are doing, whatever your life is exposing you to, I think if you invest in that, your starting point should be that you will end up doing very well.
If you learned something new from this video, do share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that we can bring you the best content possible. Also, if you want to watch this entire episode, click on the link in the description box and you can go to Kushal Lodha YouTube channel and watch the entire podcast episode. Thank you so much for watching this and have an amazing day.